LaTroy's View here, coming at you with the latest issue of The Walking Dead, issue number 174, A Solitary Life. And this one was a standalone issue of Negan, so we thought. I already read it, so just gonna do the review. We start off with Negan talking to somebody you think at first, and then it's just a flower saying he's gonna take him with you. And he's taking this flower with you, and of course he's making dick jokes like all these roots is another word for dick. And then some walkers are coming. And he's like, well, instead of killing them, I can go ahead and just leave them be so they can kill somebody who might kill me one day. He brings the flower, it's a sunflower, to his wife's grave. And he's apologizing to her for the way things went, saying that she could have been a better leader than he was. She wouldn't have did the things that he did. So he's really feeling bad about himself, and he's wishing that she would have been alive instead of him. Days go by, we see him, sleeping in a sleeping tent. He's living that rough life right now, killing dogs, eating them. Hit a jackpot, but the cancer was expired. He's scavenging for stuff, and then he comes across this barn. And of course, in this barn, it has a baseball bat. So he's like, nah, fam. And he leaves, and then he just laying down thinking about it. And he's like, no. Then he goes back to the grave like, Lucille, I named baseball bat after you, but that bat can't replace you. I can replace a bat. And then the next panel, he's just like running right after that bat to go grab it again. So then he finds some barbed wire, and he starts wrapping the barbed wire around the bat. Saying, and he starts reverting back to his old ways a little bit. But then Maggie appears. This was the crazy part. I didn't think we was gonna see Maggie. So we're gonna get the closure between them. But they built it up. But I was surprised and not surprised. And Dante's there too, but she tells him to stay outside. And she's about to kill him, and then she shouldn't have. If she really wanted him dead, she should have just shot him. But I like the way it played out better, of course, because I do like Negan's character. But she's sitting there telling him, you've been pretty calm for what's about to happen. And then he's like, I understand. I was in that cell for a while, so I know you could be mad at me for still being alive. So he's the one that's talking with sense, saying how he apologized for what he did. And then so she's screaming at him saying, you don't get to be the calm one. And she was like, you killed my husband and stuff like that. And he's like, his name was Glenn, right? And then he's still apologizing and saying why the reasons he did things, like people kept dying, so he figured he didn't really cherish lives anymore. Like lives wasn't important to him anymore. So he's saying that Glenn was your Lucille. So I know what you mean. Like all you can, like whenever he tells her that he can remember how his wife looked, how she talked, how she sounded, and then Maggie's like, I can only imagine you beating his brains in, and him saying Maggie, crying out to him about why Negan kills him. So he's like, just do it then, kill him with the baseball bat. And Maggie's like, I'm not gonna kill you. And then Negan was like, do it. Like he was ready to go. And Maggie realized that he really was ready to go. And she leaves him alive like, nah, you're gonna have to live with that. So some walkers was about to go and eat Negan because he wasn't even paying attention to him, but Maggie takes him out. And then this was the moment I've been waiting for. If y'all don't know, Dante is one of my favorite characters. I actually like Dante better than Glenn. Like Glenn was an okay character, but Dante finally Finally, I predicted this one right because I figured that once she talked it out with Negan or whatever, once they hashed things out, whether she killed him or he died somehow, how once she had that closure, she could move on to the next relationship. I mean, they got slobber. They was kissing good, boy. So Negan puts on his jacket and he's finished wrapping around Lucille, the barbed wire around, the bat. You thinking he's gonna go back, but actually he tosses the bat in fire. So I guess he's finally at peace, like Maggie was. So this is a pretty good issue. Had a few shocking moments, but it was a pretty quick read. But I really like this issue. That was my view on it.